It's red. Hello, hello, my happy quilters. Here we are again.
We are.
The final countdown.
Oh no, don't sing, Marcia. Don't sing.
Okay, I won't. It's a final.
You did it. It is the final countdown.
No, this is the last one for 2021. Oh my goodness, it has been an eventful year.
It has been.
My gosh, we got into the new store, which we had been talking about for over a year. We're still settling in. I mean, we're kind of getting ready for a sale that we're going to talk to you about a little bit later on in this session. But we're still it's kind of like when you build a new house and you get in there and it takes you a while to decide exactly where you want everything. So we're still kind of moving things around and changing things a little bit here and there. And speaking of changes, we have a new setup here today. So it looks a little bit different. The camera looks a little bit different, or whatever. It's just a little bit different. We're making progress.
We're making progress.
Yes,
we're in transition.
Absolutely. So this is the Martha.
Hey Martha, I'm Ethel. Martha and Ethel show.
The Marcia and Joy show, coming to you live from Pine Needles Quilt and Sew here in Rochester, Minnesota, on a very cold, frigid winter day.
It is really cold.
It was below zero.
I was just warming my hands up right
I don't think it still is, but this morning when we came,
but the wind chill is
8 below.
Yeah.
Wasn't ready for that, but
20 below wind chill.
It happens. It's cold.
Okay.
But it's red hot here in the store.
It is.
Lots of red hot deals going on in the store. So anyways, I kind of sort of decided that Christmas is over, so
we no more ho ho
in lieu of ho ho jokes, I would just move on to one
different one.
New Year's jokes.
Okay, I'm ready.
So where can you go on New Year's Eve to practice your math?
The closet.
Times Square.
Oh,
okay. I have one more.
Okay.
Define New Year's resolution.
Whoa, I don't know. That's a deep subject, Marcia. You define New Year's resolution.
It is something that goes in one year and out the other.
That is pretty much it.
It kind of is. I mean, whether you do it or not.
It does go in one year and out the other. Okay.
New Year's resolutions.
Be sure to like, comment, and share. That's a great lead-in.
There we go.
For a chance to win a $10 certificate, we're giving away 3. 1 will be for a trivia winner today, and 2 will be drawn at random. So be sure to like, comment, and share in this Facebook page.
Yep.
And we will randomly draw and post those in our email.
That's coming out on Friday morning, I think.
Okay.
It might be Saturday morning. I don't know. We're trying to put in a lot of the new classes.
Right.
And so that's taken us a little bit more time to get that all with the
now,
website
I noticed,
in
Marcia,
sync.
I don't think we have we're closed for New Year's information on your list of things. So do you want to mention that now?
Yes. We are going to be closed, so we'll be open today and tomorrow until 5 o'clock.
Yep, so tomorrow's Thursday.
Yep, and then we're closing New Year's Eve day, which is Friday, Saturday, and we're not open on Sundays anyway, so we close for those 3 days. The weekly email will still go out on Friday morning.
Right.
Or Saturday morning.
Since you brought up the new year, but our web shop is open 24/7.
Yep, and we've got some great stuff going on there too.
Okay, now back on course here for you.
I'm off course. Okay, let's start with new fabrics.
Okay.
It's not hard.
Okay, gosh, let me tell you, stuff has been coming in. This is so exciting.
This is exciting. This I love.
I'm going to let you unwrap the fabric, but
I'll
I'll
do
do the
all.
plastic. I know.
This is
so
buttery soft.
This is perfect for all those pot holders we showed last week. So if you didn't watch last week, be sure to check out the pot holder mention, because this is all homespun, and this is perfect.
All homespun. It's perfect for that. And Susie she is taking this whole bundle when we get done with it, and she is going to make the infamous that we have been making since back in the days of Cresco. Okay, so now we're doing
a rag quilt?
She's doing a ragtime quilt.
Okay, can we just undo the corners?
Can you help me, Mom?
Yes, I can.
Get those out.
Not with the scissors. I thought we were done with that. Okay.
Okay, so here it is. These are wonderful by Primitive Lace Bongine of Primitive Gatherings. These are all homespuns. yarn dyes. So that's what makes them so absolutely wonderful in the ragtimes or in the pot holders or in anything, is because it's yarn dyed. It's not just dyed on the top. And these are the kind of fabrics that fray up really nicely in those as well.
They're woven, and there's 40 yummy pieces in this collection.
There are. So beautiful plaids, and I think there's some stripes too. Oh, and some solids. So this is more of a, it kind of looks chambray-like to me, doesn't it to you? So that's as solid as it gets. And then we've got the stripes.
The warp and weft
the
colors are
beautiful
different.
plaids. They are gorgeous. One of the little gals yesterday we had, wasn't that fun? Yesterday we had our kids' class, and they made pillowcases. And one of the little girls made pillowcase out of this, and it was so soft and nice. So we've got blacks and a few grays. There's one with, I'm going to go this way.
Oh my goodness, they're so gorgeous.
Look at this one. I just love these. And gray is in right now.
And you can mix and match these with your other cotton fabrics or flannels.
Correct. But my goodness, can you look on the tag? How many are in here?
40.
40.
I know, right? 40 delicious
lovely. Here's
colors.
another one. This kind of shows that's more.
Oh.
It is still yarn dyed.
That would be beautiful for the backing of an embroidery project, Marcia.
Oh my goodness. Background, yes, it would.
Not backing, background.
Yeah.
You're right.
That's
of course,
okay.
these are all very classic.
And now we're going into some browns, which I love. So here's again this kind of
there's cinnamon
colors. And some more. My gosh. This reminds me of an old-fashioned dish towel.
That would make
or a flour sack, yeah. Yep. So here's kind of that cinnamon brown color.
Okay, I gasped at the next one because I love the lively color, the play on the gray and the cinnamon.
Ooh, this is pretty too.
Oh yeah,
black in there.
Couldn't choose a favorite out of that.
No, this is going to make a really.
that one's gorgeous.
This is going to make a really fun ragtime, I'm sure. Or whatever she decides to make out of these, but Susie claimed these. Sometimes when the fat pack comes in, ooh, look at that. That's the brown and the black.
That's really rich, yes.
It is. And 2 more left here.
Ooh, that says binding to me
right
there.
Whoa, look at this fun.
I know what it reminds me of. A couple years ago, she had a flannel line that was similar, and I made a quilt for my son that had all sorts of...
Was it blues?
No, it was all out of these colors.
Oh, okay.
That's why they look familiar. Oh, gosh, these are so cozy. Okay.
Those are very, very, very
Those are brand new in our shop. Yard goods, pre-cuts, and everything are here.
Behind us, we're going to talk about the deal of the day. Today we have a deal of the day. So we have this wonderful quilt that Susie made. And all she did was took
let me get it. A package of
layer cakes and put these together. Now you could also do, it was a while ago that I did the layer cake pattern where we cut them in half. It was like the disappearing night patch.
Yes.
You could do that as well. But anyways, this is 1 layer cake makes this quilt, and I think she put on a 5-inch border on the outside too. Mm-hmm. So what we're going to do, so you have a complete quilt kit right here that's pre-cut for you, or you can do whatever you want with it. And then we're going to add with it these matching pillows, quilt as you go.
I'm just being careful because all the cords are tangled in the
I know.
Yes.
So anyways, we've got these to go with, and they're just lovely. So if you would do the math on that, I think this kit, now this has the
this kit is $60.
And it includes the backing and the...
It includes everything but the pillow. And this is $52.
So the deal of the day is $75 for those, all of that. So you've got...
60 and 51 make 110. Last time I looked, 111 because it's 52.
Right, so for $75, all of this, super easy, gender neutral.
Right?
And
cozy.
Also, you would have to add was the pillows and then a border, which we have lots of flannels.
Or not. You could just do a smaller one.
Yep, you wouldn't have to put a border on either. So that's our deal of the day.
It is.
I want to put a couple of these back up here. Susie had them arranged for us so beautifully.
And then look what we do. We just
I know.
Just put them back.
Flop them. All right.
And the pillows were easy, a couple hours and I was done.
They are. Those
Actually, so is the quilt.
really, yeah. Sewing those together. So if you have somebody or some kind of thing, or over the new year you want to have a quick and easy project, there it is.
It is.
Cuddly soft too.
$120 value for a 75, Marcia.
Yep.
You lost your mind. Maybe it's a cold weather.
I know.
Okay, so that's wonderful.
It's a happy. Okay, so now we have the final. That was Countdown to the Holidays. That was one of our projects from weeks ago. But today's our final.
And Marcia was so good.
Countdown
She
to the
finished her
holidays.
sample and mine is still.
Yeah.
Mine's
really?
still waiting.
So, hello, we have these deadlines, and okay, I got my little dog bone done.
In my defense, some of the men in my life have the plague.
Yeah, you're right. Hers was the little one for the kitties.
Yeah, so we'll do a close-up with your close-up community.
Absolutely. So these are fun. Again,
Now these are just the blanks though.
no fabrics, because we know that you have enough fabric to make these.
And you want to match your pet's personality or your house. So we didn't
Exactly.
even begin to think.
So these are just little pet mats.
Yes, so this one is only $7.99 and the cat one is $9.99.
It's probably because the cat one must
It has more lines.
Oh, sure.
It's in the
What
shape
is the
of a
size
fish.
of the cat one?
The cat one I think is about the same size.
They should
11
be.
by 18. They're both the same size, but there's more ink on the cat one because look
Right.
at all the more pieces.
Oh, sure. That's why it costs a little
I'm
bit
going
more.
with that.
But these are really fun. Don't forget your pets. It's holiday time. This, I will tell you, when you go to bind this, it tells you to cut the binding on the bias. You definitely want to do that. It was quite challenging to go around these. Big curves aren't so bad, but this is kind of a small curve. It wasn't that bad. But
No,
it would have
and
been really hard to do had I not cut it on
a
the
straight one.
on the bias.
And we're cat sitting right now, my daughter's cat. And let me tell you, she's kind of a neat cat, but I could use a mat underneath her food dishes because she leaves little bits. So I should have made it, but then
You know,
would have
for
had cat
our
food on it.
dog, she slaps water when she drinks water, so I'm just going to put the water dish on here.
Oh, what a good idea.
So
So these are available on our web store, and
that
do you
has
have a
been
link
fun.
how to shop on our website?
I didn't put that on
Okay,
here.
well, we'll tell
But
them. Okay, in the technology change, we had to start from scratch this morning.
what is this? Is
This
this
just-
showing up?
No, I don't think so. That's just
Okay.
you. Just you.
Yeah, we have some new technology here, and I'm not.
But if
The
you
most
wish
technical.
to purchase any of these items on P&Q's,
Yeah, I do have www.pnqs.net on there. Go to that website and you hit the shop button, and once you do that, it'll say Wednesday live specials,
Yes, and that's where you'll find all these goodies.
and they will be on until next Wednesday,
Right.
which will be in 2022. All right, so the next thing I think we have is onesies, twosies. I don't want to show those yet.
Okay.
So underneath, if you go to the bottom one
To
first.
the onesie. Oh my gosh.
So
this,
we have
this went so fast.
We
They're
have-
so
we have 30% off
I'll stand
on
up.
these two. We only have one of this left, and it's panel. And Joy, if you want to explain what we put in here is the strips for the 2.5, 1.5, and 3.5 inch binding. So there's no pattern, but
Aren't these tips on our webpage anyway?
they are.
Yes. No, they're on the Pinecone Peeps page.
They are.
The panel.
Susie can find those.
The panel border tips
The
are on
panel-
our Pinecone
Panel
Peeps
border
page.
tips, we'll include those on the page. Anyways, so we have the fabrics in here for these three borders. I believe you have enough to do them either way that you want. Maybe
Yeah.
not.
Well, not if they want to do one of these outside ones, because the blue one is quite a bit wider. This outer border.
This is, right.
Yes.
Okay, and there must be binding in here too.
Well, what does it
Because
say?
look, it doesn't say.
Oh, you do get binding. What a bonus!
No, it's panel kit, but I'm
I see
sure.
definitely binding.
Yeah. So, anyways, this is 30% off. So it was $34.99, $24.50. Only one of these, and then we've got the twosies. Two of these left.
Spin me right, round, baby.
round,
Right,
round.
You know, since
Round, round kiss.
since we're in the '80s theme of music today.
This is a fun one. The pattern comes with this, and this is 5 one-yard cuts. So you can make this, of course, if you want to. I love this as another one that's kind of gender neutral.
It's from the line Smoke and Rest. I'm just trying to unfold without getting everything everywhere.
Smoke and Rust was a fun line, absolutely. And we do still have these fabrics in here, but only 2 of these kits left. It includes the pattern, and as you can see, it's kind of a, what do they call this again?
Irish chain.
Irish chain.
Type.
Yes.
Contemporary
the pattern
Irish
is included in here. 5 1-yard cuts. If you love these, you might just want the 5 1-yard cuts. Use the pattern for something else.
And it's 59 by 71.
59 by 71. So we have 2 of these, and 2 only for 2 lucky people.
Yes.
And then I want to talk to you a little bit about the Pantone color of the year.
I know. I look forward to that every year. They've had some really wild colors like flamingo.
They have had, yep.
And then they had, what was the yellow one?
There was a bright yellow. There was kind of a pistachio green one year.
And was it gray last year?
I think it was grays, yes.
We are improving. We're not so down in the dumps. We're not gray this year.
Right,
we
exactly.
are, drum roll.
We are, it's periwinkle. It's called Very Peri. And if you want to hand those over to me, we actually purchased these fabrics from Moda. These are all from Moda for this exact back quarter pack this time. Mm-hmm. So I will go to the close-up camera and show you these because I love these.
They're happy, happy colors.
They really are. So this is what's the name of this sketch? Thatched from
Robin Pickens.
Robin Pickens, and that is
it's kind of tone-on-tone
periwinkle. Yep. This is a grunge. Well, the grunge has just a little bit of a pink tone in there as well. This, of course, is the Bella Solid in the periwinkle. And then we have a cute one here with a periwinkle background with the kites on it as well. Another one. So we have 2 different grunges in here with the periwinkle.
So one to add a little light flavor and one to add a little darker flavor.
And then this is
Spotted.
Called Spotted by Zen Chic. And this has just a little bit of a fleck of gold in there too.
And that adds just all the fun.
So very, very extremely fun.
And these are normally $21, but because we handpicked these and they're our Wednesday feature, they are only $17.99.
And we did cut a few more this time because it is the color of the year. And we're going to try and maybe make something out of these. I'm not exactly sure, but absolutely love this. Color of the year for 2022. We are Johnny on the spot.
We are, because it
was before the new year.
I know, so you are all set to get those.
Absolutely. That's for sure something that you're going to want to have.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the next thing we have is trivia.
Okay.
We talked about this earlier. I did not know the answer. She, however,
and I knew it just like that.
I did.
So we'll see how sharp you are.
So the winner of this, who gets answers first,
gets a $10 gift certificate. And
absolutely. And remember that everybody's internet speeds are a little bit different. So it's the first one that reaches Susie's computer will get the $10 gift certificate. So
here we are.
I did not know the answer to this one. So here it is. The one block in your quilt that you know is wrong is called a blank block. What is the name of this block?
And I do my best to never have this kind of block, but I do. Mm-hmm. And sometimes you discover it years later.
Sometimes it's when it's up here and we take a picture of it and it's like, oh, that one block is turned 1/4 turn or whatever.
Exactly.
I've done that many times after I'm getting ready to bind it and I lay it out on the bed or whatever to look at it, and I don't notice it until, but it's like.
And sometimes it's actually hanging here in our store for a few months, and then we're like, something's just not right. And then it's like, oh, yeah, it's this special block.
There is a name for that block, though.
Okay.
All right. So these are the last few days. Actually, today and tomorrow are the last day to gather up your
she comes
January
with
jingles.
The answer.
Oh, yay! Trudy Redford, congratulations. You have won the trivia question, and the answer is humility. It is a humility block.
Yes.
So, great job. Okay, I was talking about this
last
today and tomorrow. It's the last 2 days to gather. We don't have
the January jingles.
The January jingles. So for every purchase you make, for every $10, you get a $1 to spend in January. So
right.
If there's some things that you want to pick up yet, then you're going to get the January jingles, and then we will start off next month with redeeming those. And what's really going to be fun for you to redeem your January jingles is that the first 3 weeks of January, or actually probably the whole month of January, we're having something that's called the January Blizzard Sale. So we have not really been able to do our traditional semi-annual clearance sale. This time we're calling it a January Blizzard Sale because of pandemic and moving the store and everything. So we're back at it. This is a progressive sale.
We clearance everything last year at this time.
I know.
In anticipation
There's
of the move.
plenty of stuff in there.
But okay, so now we're back to the Blizzard sale.
We are, and some of the things, well, I'm not going to give away all the thunder on, but there's a lot of things. So anyways, this is a progressive sale, and we start out at 25% off, and then it goes down to 50% off, and then the last few days are 75% off. So you can play the game. If it's a pretty full bolt, you can try and wait and see if it's still there when it's 75% off, but you might want to buy it earlier.
Not.
Yep, some of the things. There's not a whole lot left usually.
And actually, yes, that's correct. There's not a whole lot left.
This year too, we're also going to have a $1 and a $5 table. We are getting rid of a lot of Kimberbell kits that we have done earlier, and some of the samples of Kimberbell, and some of the other things that we've just been hanging around, and we just kind of decided, okay, it's time to move on. We're going to be done with these now, even though we could continue on with them.
Right.
We're just going to let them go, and you're the winner. So
yes,
January Blizzard Sale starts next Monday.
Yes, it does.
Yep. So.
And we will have things in our classroom and in our hallway.
Yes, we are.
And not only is it going to progress, it also may shift a wee bit to its location. But don't worry, we'll let you know where to find the goods.
There's lots of good stuff.
There is.
Really a lot of good stuff out there. Okay.
Yes.
And remember, we're closed for the holiday. Enjoy the new year with your family. And we do have some auction items.
I know.
It's like a little potpourri today.
Okay, let's start with, I think, the most fun item.
This is fun. So this
we
is.
We couldn't get more of these, so we have to retire it.
We were going to.
Let me tell you, if you have anyone who's a farm family who needs this, not having to sew this fun little item is great.
We waited and waited, and it all comes apart. It all lays flat too.
And it's washable.
And each of these little doors have little things in them, and you can put your little animals in these little pockets too. So they can herd them up. So here's all the animals and the tractor. And it's just a really fun little place.
Actually, that is the funniest looking tractor I've ever seen. It looks a little bit like a cross between an old touring car and a tractor.
Yeah.
I know.
So anyways, this is one of the items. It's 3 items this week.
So there are going to be 3 separate listings or all
No,
together?
all 3 one bid gets all.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so we got the barn. We'll button that up in a bit. Oh, I see the theme. And then, ooh, super snuggly.
So there's a couple kids items. So this is Critter Count. This is made out of cotton minky fabric. So it's a counting book.
Hold on.
1 bear, 2 deer, 3 foxes, 4 raccoons, and so on and so forth. So a wonderful little soft book for the little ones.
Yep.
So very cuddly.
Yeah, there's that. And then
this is not a kid's item.
I know, but it fits our January
But it is pretty
theme.
cool, yes. So this is an embroidered and custom quilted, a little wall hanging, or you could put it as a table topper, but it's Let It Snow. And as you can see, all the snowflakes that are, I think this was done machine embroidery.
Yes.
On there too. So fun for
anyone.
Winter wall hanging or a table topper, whatever you would like. So all 3 of these items with 1 bid, and I will get them on the website tomorrow morning on this very page so that you can check those out and bid on those items. So we have a little bit of anything else we need to cover, do you think?
Did you want to talk about the Christmas fabric in the hallway that's here already?
Oh, yes.
Because we didn't talk about that last week.
We did not. Okay, the reason that we don't have I'm not wheeling any sale fabric in, is because we kind of took all of the Christmas fabrics and we already put them down to $9.
We did mention it last week.
But
it's worth mentioning it already.
$9 a yard. So that's also for those of you that are viewing online. Susie has the link to the sale page. So we have all of that in the hallway, and the kits are 30% off. And those will be during the sale, those will be marked down a little bit more after the first few days. So
Right.
for those of you that have been here, it's a pretty good stuff, and sometimes we add new items,
We do add new items.
you know,
as we shift and move and
so
find.
on the weekly email, I'll have the schedule of when the price drop is of all the times. So that's kind of exciting for our January.
It is. So that's it. Other than gratefulness, I mean, we expressed gratitude last year, but you know, as we come to the end of this year,
yes, absolutely.
thank you.
It has been a banner year for us. It's been marvelous, and it's all because of you. It's not because of us. It's because of you. If you weren't here, we certainly wouldn't be here.
Right.
It's been fun. It's been fun to have you part of our family. I will have to say, with just a note of sadness, there have been some of our beloved pine cones that have left us this year too, and we do mourn the loss of those, as some of those of you that have people that have, you know, just
lost loved ones
not carrying on into 2022. But on the bright note, we're into a new year. We're gonna we're really excited about it. We've got some fun new things.
We do.
We had a staff meeting the other day, and we've got some fresh new ideas. We got some fresh new people coming on board with us.
Yes.
So it's going to be really fun. So from all of us here at Pine Needles Quilt and Sew, to all of you out there in Pinecone Peatland and every place else, we say thank you so very much for this past year, and we look forward to your business and patronage and friendship in 2022. Thank you so much, everybody.